Messiah the Poet, and we on Yin and Yang Podcast. You dig?
It's your man, The Truth. So, Messiah, this has been disturbing me. It's been disturbing me for years, and this is about black businesses. Now, I'm gonna tell you my pet peeve about black businesses, especially you black restaurant owners. Why is it that black restaurants don't seem to open up on Mondays?
Well, that's because they might be partying Friday, Saturday,
No, that's
Sunday.
not why. I've actually talked to black business owners who own restaurants, and what they say is because...
I was going to get my opinion, but go ahead and take it.
All right, I'll do that. Because they say that they're closed because they're restocking. And my thing is, every restaurant that's open 7 days a week, they all have to restock one day or however many days a week. So why can't you be open and restock your restaurant as well?
I don't know. I really can't touch on that right there. I mean, that's what is it? I mean, I try to get my answer. So
Well, what's your answer going to be? Go ahead.
It's basically black people with business, period. They like to do things their way and not the right way. And when you have partners, it becomes an ego thing, and everybody wants to be the man. So when that happens, it usually turn out as them not being friends or family anymore. This is just in business, period, when you deal with black people, because they like to poke their chests out, their egos, and, you know, testosterone's be in the way, you know. So it doesn't work out, you know. And people don't support, we as black people, we don't support one another the way we should. We don't support one another the way we support a Chinese restaurant, the way we support Domino's, the way we support McDonald's, the way we will support White Castles and things of that nature. We will not have a line around the corner if it's black-owned business and black people coming to support. It ain't. The Chinese people know. They find out where we located at, and they put a Chinese store right there. And then they get so arrogant with it, they put a Chinese store right across the street from that Chinese store, because they say it's plenty for all of us. Like, we can eat, and they get to talking, and they say, you know, get another one, and right down the street it'll be another Chinese store. That's 3 Chinese stores really within like a 2-block radius, and they all make money. You know why? Because we support them. And then you have a soul food store right in the middle of them, empty. And when you do go in there, they got an attitude. They don't feel like doing this. Oh, could you just wait over there? And you're like, oh, I put this order in a half hour ago. And you're like, well, okay, you put it in a half hour. It's not ready. It's not ready. This is how they treat us.
So customer service.
The customer service is horrible. You know, and I love my people, but, you know, I'm just breaking down why black businesses shut down so much, because we don't support them. We don't support them, and it's very difficult to support someone that's running around, you know, with their chest poked out. I'm the owner, and this, that, and the third. But you're the owner, but you got poor customer service here, sir. Or ma'am, you got poor customer service here. And then you're overcharging so much. And then they got the audacity to break down. Oh, well, the reason why we overcharge so much is when we go buy it, we can't pay what the white people pay. We don't get it for that price, so we got to charge more and more and more.
That's usually the excuse.
Listen, that's their excuse. But how about this? With the right customer service, I'll pay the extra $1 or $2 for you. Make me feel welcome. Make me feel like I'm at Allstate.
I agree.
But you don't make me feel at Allstate. You know, I go to a lot of black businesses, and I support them a lot. But they so, oh, man. And then if you see a roach or anything crawling by something, they want you to act like you don't see it. They look at you, and they see you see it, they go, boop. They look at you like, you bet not say nothing. Yeah. See, but you know, you got other races, other nationalities. They come out and they say, "Excuse me, sir. Oh, I gotta call exterminator. I had to do pardon me, and I throw you a little something extra." This is what they do. This is what they do. So they keep that person coming. You know.
But I think that some of that is true, some of that is funny, but I think that within what you were saying is that I think that black businesses do have a hard time of getting their products at the prices that stores, other nationalities, get their prices. Like with restaurants, they all pretty much shop at the same place. Well, we're in Jersey, so Restaurant Depot, pretty much they all pretty much shop there. I don't know if there's any way that non-black restaurants get certain discounts or whatever it could be, or what kind of funding that they have. Because a lot of things too is a lot of people don't understand, even with black restaurants, that there's monies out there that they can get to help their restaurants as far as grants and things like that. A lot of times black folks, we do things with our own money. We don't go out and obtain loans to do these businesses. So, when you go borrow $200,000 to start a restaurant and you're paying back whatever that monthly fee would be, we trying to get the money on our own and do everything with our own funds. I think that also has an effect on black businesses, and it's and reason why they charge more. But I do agree that a lot of times we as black folks, when we're in business, we charge ourselves out of the business because we try to get all the money at one time. And I remember years ago, this was an old jeweler that I had, and I'm talking about back in the 80s, this guy, he was Italian. And I remember saying to him, I said, why the prices that you charge me, I knew he was charging me very good prices. And he said to me, because he said, I can charge you a lot one time and get you, and then you'll never be back. Or I can just get you for just a little bit all the time and keep you as a customer all the time. You get more in the longevity of it. And I think that that's where black businesses go wrong, is that we try to get the profit out of a person all at one time instead of stretching it out and keeping you as a customer.
Yeah, well, I agree. You can't. I agree. It's sad that that because I was once a restaurant owner, but it's more of the environment, who you targeting, what type of people you are targeting, because you can market to whoever you want to market to. You go and market to this area, that area, and what you do is you get to play songs that you want to play in your establishment, and that right there would determine the outcome of the people that be there. So if you playing jazz music all the time, you better believe them thugs ain't gonna be in there. If you want to play rap music all the time, them thugs gonna be in there. If you want to play R&B music all the time, you're gonna have a mixture. It's gonna be a blend. It's gonna be a blend. So you have to be mindful with that. So when you do that, that right there sets the tone of how you want your business to run and how successful it will be as a black-owned business. So black people will support one another if you don't poke your chest out so much, if you learn how to have more respect for the customers. Customers are always right. Even when they're wrong, they're right. And right, but as black people, what we do is we stand on business. And we understand this customer dead wrong. I'ma sock that joker in his mouth. And that's how we be. Get out my business. We be ready to fight and tussle. Another nationality go, don't worry, son, no problem. The police pull right up. What's the problem? And you go, well, I tried to explain to you, sir. I did try to explain to you, didn't I? Yeah. And I'll let you just deal with this cop. See? But we as black, we out there tussling, fighting, and people videoing. Where was that at? And you see it was right at your establishment. What do people say after that? I don't like going there. All they do is fight. They fight in there and they do this, and the owners is something else. Or the owner is something else. The manager, something else. This is why we as black people can't flourish in business when it comes to that because we poke our chest out. I write movies, right? And I direct. Shout out to Dennedy, that guy there. That guy there is terrible. Hey, listen, shout out to Dennedy, though. He's the best that ever did it for me. Me and him stand strong, even though we get into all shit. But let me just say this, though. I write movies, right? And on the set of my movies, right? Because it's black owned, black ran, and then I got the people that's coming to act there. They're black, and when they come there, guess what they do? They come there rewriting my script, and then my DP be right with them. Like, yeah, I think you should let them do. This is the guy by the name of Dennedy. He would just go with them, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. We need structure. Yeah. You can't do that because if I was white, European, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, they will not do that. They will sit there and try to be the best actor or actress they can be. And if I say these lines you say, they will say those lines. The problem is we as black people, they want to come and rewrite stuff and do all this stuff, cause havoc because you feel as though, hey, we cool. No, what about it's business?
But let me ask you this. If this is your business, when you structure whatever it is you're doing, shouldn't that be the land of the law?
It should be the land of the law, but when you have someone that's with you is not putting the land of the law down by your side, they see a loophole to get out. Now, I'll take some accountability, right?
Uh-huh.
That sometime I engage into conversation with the actors and actresses on funny time. But because we on timeout, but then they take that into the movie thinking that, hey, I can still act that way because Messiah is cool. No. But it's my fault. Because when I'm trying to shut it down, they're like, no, you already opened the door.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, hold on. But I closed the door, sir, ma'am. And they're like, but we opened it back up.
Yeah, but you didn't establish how things should be from the beginning.
Yeah, I do. I do establish things from the beginning, but I'm telling you where I go wrong at. I go wrong at because I engage with the foolish and folly with them and the lolly, the he, ha, ha. And they think, hey, Messiah's cool. I can get this off, change the script, do this, do that.
Well, then you're not getting the business done.
Right. No. But that's on timeout. That's what Dennedy say cut and we get to talking and lollygagging. And then when it's action, let's get to work. Now it should be business, but they don't take it as business now. And they want to show up late. And then I be trying to get Dennedy to take my side, and he refused to take my side. He just say, hey, you opened that door.
Well, let me say this.
But I stand on his side.
But let me touch on what you said about how black people stick their chests out when we're talking about why black businesses work and don't work. If you notice, a lot of black businesses are usually named after what?
They're named after their names, last names and stuff.
Exactly. But if you look at other nationalities that have businesses, like I know other...
They name them after cars and stuff, black people.
Well, but Lexus. No. What I'm saying,
Ferrari.
What I'm saying is that I know white people that have businesses, right?
Right.
And if you walk into their establishment and you say, I want to speak to the owner, they say the owner's not here. I'm just the manager. But if you walk into a black establishment and you say, I want to speak to the owner, here comes sticking out the chest. I'm the owner.
But that's because when black people working for you, they coming to steal everything you got. So black people ain't had nothing. So they'd rather be Johnny on the spot. I'm watching you. Don't you touch that. They, other ethnicities. I'm getting the word out right. But they actually trust in their general manager to do the job. So they have their general manager, their manager, and they have other people in line that before it gets to them, you know what I'm saying, everything's cool. They already have a way to make up for that money of the people that's stealing. So they put in that, hey, look, we lost this. They get their money back at the end of the year. So they understand that. So they have a general manager to run the business. That's why. And black people, they don't trust people to run nothing for them. They want to be on the spot to say, I'm the owner. Because we ain't really never have.
Oh, that's true because a lot of us, black people historically really never had, you know,
Whoa, whoa,
what.
whoa, whoa.
No, I'm not saying they've never had nothing.
Yeah, don't say we didn't have, because we
I didn't say
actually
that.
are the great of the greats,
Oh,
of the goddess, of the
of course.
goddess.
I mean, we did it the best. I mean, come on, I ain't even got to talk
All
about
right,
that.
all right,
You
all
know,
right. Okay, so
Rosewood. You know,
well, we go back
Black
way
Wall
far back
Street.
than that,
I
to
mean,
the pyramids days.
Yeah, Mansa Musa. I mean, we could go back as far as you want to go back. But anyway, that's not the subject here. The subject at hand is that why black businesses have a hard time succeeding in business, and a lot of times I think it's because, like I said, with black restaurants being closed on Mondays, you know, or they saying, well, I don't want to cut the lights on because we might only have 2 customers. A lot of times I want to eat on Monday, and I look for black businesses and they all close. And this is one thing I've always learned in business is never let somebody else show you what they can do. Because if I go to your restaurant to eat all the time, or I go to your establishment all the time, and then you're closed, or you change things, or you whatever it is you do to maybe make me have to go somewhere else one time, and I say, oh wow, this place is all right, I may never come back. And I think sometimes that be the attitude of black businesses too. Like, well, you don't want to, you don't want to come here. Don't come here. I don't care.
Well, you do have other races of people that close on days. They don't stay open 24/7, 7 days a week either. So they have days that they're off too. Maybe you just like eating on Mondays and you don't like the fact that they close on Mondays, the days you really like to get your grub on. Because I think, I know for a fact that all other places close on days. They might be closed on Wednesdays. This one might be closed on Thursday. So everyone got a day closed. So I don't think that's the problem is what I'm basically saying.
As much as I eat out, I don't know about that.
Well, what I'm saying is that I don't think that they fell in because they close on Mondays is what I'm saying.
Well, that's just an example. Not particularly that particular thing, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, because you got to come with more artillery than just close on Mondays if you want that to have any power there, a 1-2 punch. Because it don't have, it ain't even a hook off the jab. That don't even affect them. You got, truth. You got to come with something stronger. You got to come with something stronger. Because I'm still stuck on that Monday thing. Monday is not because of Mondays being closed. It's because of some of the things that Truth said, and it's because some of the things that I just said. It has a lot to do with poking your chest out, running around saying you the owner, because we as black people, we know already, if you black and you own something, the first thing we say, I'm not supporting him. I'm not supporting him. Oh, he just bought the Benz truck? Yeah, nah, he ain't getting no more of my money.
So what is that, jealousy?
Yeah, it's jealousy. It's jealousy and envy. And you gotta read the Willie Lynch letter. It'll have it all in there. The Willie Lynch letter, it taught you jealousy and envy for control purposes. And you use one overseer to make sure that our small problems become big problems. That's why you have in every black business, they go at it with each other. And when they go at it with each other, it be a small problem. But at the end of the day, it become a big problem and people are kicked out, not speaking anymore. This is just how it goes. And it's really because, don't get it twisted. You have Indians, Pakistanians, you have Koreans, Japans. They might go through stuff like that, but you will never know about it.
Right, you never see
You will
it.
never know that happen because they will let that individual get their own business or their own stuff, structure it for them to do it and run it their way. This is just how they all do it. We as black people, we don't. There's a lot of hate going on with it too.
Yeah, well, I think that we need to stop
We got to sum it up, but I'm gonna let Truth close it out, and I'll get my last say. But go ahead, Truth.
I just think that we as black people, it's like us against the world. And when it's us against us, then it's just a larger problem. So I just think that we just need to come together. We need to support each other. But black businesses, let's do better. Try to do better. So this way, you bring in more people, and not just black. I mean, when you own a business, you want customers to be from wherever I don't care if they're from Mars, as long as they're going to pay their bill. But I just think as black businesses, we just have to do better.
Right. And we have to stop poking our chests out and trying to say we the man and humble yourself. Humble yourself. And I know y'all probably looking at me and Messiah, you own the business restaurant. I was very humble. That's the thing. On my page it doesn't say I own restaurant and I'm the owner, and it wasn't that because I never was really the owner. That's a fact. I wasn't. So with that being said, this is Yin and Yang podcast with Truth, and we out. You dig? Your boy Beside the Poet. That one was horrible.